Welcome to that God Power channel. This is the channel where we're going to unlock the God Power that's laying dormant on the inside of you. But first today, as you guys can tell, something is a little bit different. And what's different is you can actually see me this time instead of just listening to me. So I decided that I wanted to change my videos up a little bit. I wanted to, step up the quality, because I feel like if you do anything, you always have to continue to get better. You know what I'm saying? So this is my ploy at getting better. Maybe seeing me while I'm talking would be a better experience than just listening to what I'm saying. You feel me? I'm actually doing a full update of my channel. Like, everything is getting updated. As you've seen with the logo, that's the second time I've used that logo. But that logo, it actually comes from one of my Instagram followers. He made it for me. His name is Van Ward. And on Instagram, you can follow him at Van_Ward 2018. Now, he's the CEO of marketing, a social media marketing agency in South Carolina called Kingdom Foundations. And if you want to follow them, it's Kingdom_Foundations. And I'll try to put this in the description at the end of the video. But he did that dope logo. He just reached out to me. He's like, dude, you need, you need to get like an intro logo. I was like, well, bro, let's see what you're working with. And he sent it back. And then after, me and him emailing back and forth and working together, we came up with that one, and he showed me that, and I'm like, I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the essence I wanted to capture with this channel. So thanks for Van Ward, and everybody just go follow him on Instagram if you can. I also want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed to that God Power channel, because y'all are the reason why I'm motivated to keep on going. Yeah, I was told to do this if you watch the video while I'm doing this video, but sometimes it gets a rather defeating seeing 3 views on your shit and nobody watching it. But there's every now and then some of my subs will write a message and be like, man, thank you for that, I really needed it. And that kind of shit pushes me to keep on doing this. So thank you to my subs. And just this month alone, we've got 52 new subs, and the month is not even started. So this channel is growing, and I appreciate all the new subs, and I hope that you enjoy the future videos that I'm putting out, including this one. Now, the new video today, as you could tell by the title, is about distractions. And this is huge. I wanted to do this video because I have been distracted lately. And obviously, if you're looking at when I'm posting my videos, you can tell, because it's been 3 days since I posted the last one. Should be doing it every single day, but yes, I do face distractions. So while I'm sharing with you guys, I'm also going to be learning about how to get over distractions and what even are distractions. Usually distractions, they're going to come at these pivotal moments when you need to get something done, like you got paper to write, or you got some homework to do if you still got homework, or maybe you gotta do something for your job that's time sensitive. That's when distractions really come in. Or you wanna get something personally done for yourself that's gonna advance you in life. Then the distraction will be present. So let's break down distractions and understand what they are and how to overcome them. All right, according to the internet, or what I like to term Google God, and it's just a joke. I don't really think the internet is a god or nothing like that, but people do treat it like that, and it's pretty omnipotent in our society today. And that's why I just joke with it and call it Google God. But according to Google God, distractions are things that prevent you from getting something done, or things that prevent you from giving your full attention to something. And then the second definition of it is extreme agitation of the mind or emotions. So those are the two definitions that we're going to play off and use them as the official definitions of distraction. On the first one, something that prevents you from giving your full attention into something, that's a distraction. And if you go back and watch the video that I made about the flow, then you'll understand that when you give your full attention to something, then literally as a human being, you're unstoppable. You reach this little unstoppable lane where your human capacity is at the maximum. You know what I'm saying? You can do everything that you can. You're gonna make 100% of the baskets. You're gonna do all the miraculous shit that the athletes do, because that's when that 100% is going on. But if you don't have that 100% focus, then yeah, you're gonna be torn between things, and you're not gonna be able to operate at your optimum level. So that's why it's important to understand distractions and to get rid of all of the distractions. In order to get rid of all the distractions, it's important to know what causes the distractions. So I'm sure, I'm 100,000% sure, because my mom is a doctor and so is my older brother. So there's some kind of medical things, and I'm gonna hit some of the terminology, but do not quote me on this. But synapses and passing the brain information throughout your brain, the way that that works has something to do with distractions. Now, if you are medical, please comment below and fill people in on that shit. But that is not what I'm about to go into. I'm about to go into the actual things that you can control about the distractions. So what causes distractions? One of the major things that causes distractions is fear. And people fear all the time. I actually made a whole video about being fearless, so you can understand fear and get rid of that too. But if you get rid of fear, then you're also getting rid of distractions, because distraction is caused by fear. Bam. All right. Why is fear or doubt something that causes a distraction? Because you're in a mind state of thinking, oh man, I'm scared to fail, or I don't want to do this. Therefore, that focus of not being able to do this, or I might fail, takes your focus away from actually accomplishing what you set out to accomplish in your mind. So, if you want to understand that fear causes distraction, then you need to understand that kick fear out your life. Alright? In order to kick fear out your life, just embrace it. That's simple. Anything that you want to kick out of your life, it sounds awkward because it's like the opposite of what you would naturally do, but embrace it. Once you embrace it, it's gone. Like, example, I used to be horrified of everything when I was little. I used to, I don't know. I used to be just a scary cat at times, like of scary movies and like roller coasters and shit. But there came a time when I was like an adolescent when I just embraced it. I was like, man, I want to face my fear and I want to try this stuff that I'm scared of. So I actually started watching scary movies and I started riding roller coasters, and to this day, I'm a thrill seeker. I love that stuff. I love that feeling that it gives me. So that is all because I just embraced it. So if you're wanting to let go of fear or let go of the doubt that is consuming you, that's causing you to be distracted, then you must first embrace it. Another thing that causes distraction is control. And there's a lot of people that express control. You need to have so much control over things that you actually can't control. So, in order to get rid of distraction, one must get rid of the notion of controlling things that you can't control. Only control the things that you can. Everything else, just let it go. Leave it up to God, you know what I'm saying? Leave it up to the universe. Let God handle it. It is not your job to be doing it. And, Travis Scott just made a song. If you guys don't know who that is, he's a hip-hop artist. He's also Kylie Jenner's boyfriend or husband or something. But either way, he just made a song called Stop Trying to Be God. And I believe that is so relevant in what I'm talking about. If you let go of your control of things that you can't control and leave it to God and stop trying to do God's job for him, then more things will be able to flow. So now that we've talked about the causes of distraction, let's talk about ways to get rid of distraction, ways to kick it out your life, ways to overcome distraction. And I've come up with 11 on my own, and I'm sure that in my comment section you guys will come up with more ways, and I encourage you to do so. So the first way that I say to get rid of all your distractions is knowledge and acceptance. And that's what I'm hoping to give you by doing this video. Knowledge, meaning understanding what is distracting you and why it is distracting you. Acceptance, accepting that those are the things that are distracting you. And just like we just talked about, once you accept something and embrace it, it becomes not a problem anymore. So that's the first way to get rid of distractions in your life. Second way is schedule. Make a schedule for yourself every single morning. Like when you wake up, I don't know what your routine is. Mine, I'll share it with you. I wake up, pray, like, thank you God for waking me up. Please let it be a really good day. Let some miracles happen in my life. And then secondly, I'll read a little Bible verse of the day just so I get the right mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do that before I check social media, because sometimes people be on some shit on social media that I don't want to see first thing in the morning. So that's what I'll do first thing. And what I've been doing recently is adding in a part where I write a schedule for myself for that day. And I'll do it very simple. It's bullet points, and like I'll put a little box so I can check it off throughout the day. So I'll make a couple bullet points of or not a couple, but a few bullet points of all the things that I want to get done, and I'll just check them off as the day goes, and I get those things done. And I think that really has helped me to just stay focused and understanding 24 hours is a really long time, and it's a lot of time to do a lot of things. So that's the second way to get rid of distraction. Make a schedule, and if you need to be like me and do it in the form of a checklist, totally. If you're a calendar person, just put it on your calendar and let your little pop-ups in your phone come through all day long. A third way of getting rid of distraction is blocking distracting websites and apps. Now, I am on Instagram a whole lot, and I'm also on YouTube a whole lot, obviously, because I'm a YouTuber. But sometimes I do find that, those social media sites, they distract me a great deal. And if I did block them going forward, or block the ones that I knew that I wasn't using at the time, then it does open up a little bit more time. So I would suggest, if you want to get rid of some of the distractions, understand that, yeah, social media, it is a distraction, and you should block it. Block some of those websites. And along with that, another way to get rid of distractions is turning off your notifications. Now, this is something that I really did just recently, and it made a hell of a lot of difference, because I have 3 different Instagram accounts, one for my music and one for God Power, obviously, and then another one just for my personal. And this is notifications coming in all day long. Every time I get a notification, I'll check my phone and be like, oh shit, okay, cool. So such replied or left a comment or blah, 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 whatever. But since I've turned my notifications off on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, like nothing comes through my phone. So when I think about those websites, I'll go to them and check them. And it'll be a built up number of notifications instead of me checking it every time something comes through. That has saved me so much time in life. And it's allowed me to be more focused on the things that I want to get done, i.e. that checklist that I make at the beginning of every morning. Now, another way is to get proper sleep the night before you wake up. Obviously, if you sleep in the nighttime. But if you sleep in the daytime, make sure you're getting proper sleep as well. But proper sleep is anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I would say 5 to 8 hours of sleep, but I've been corrected many times. They're like, no, you need 6 hours. Honestly, I could probably operate off of 4 to 5 hours, but I understand it that everybody's not me. So 6 to 8 hours is actually the recommended amount of sleep to be having a properly functioning brain. Another way to get rid of distractions throughout the board is keeping distracting people at bay. And all of y'all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about distracting people. Like, for instance, in my life, I used to work at Target, right? And overnight, I used to stock the shelves, and we had from 4 a.m. in the morning till 8 a.m. in the morning to get it all done. Sometimes there would be that guy or girl, but it was really that guy, and you know who you are. There would be that guy who would come up and just start talking to me about some shit that I did not want to hear about. And like, bro, I literally just want to put the groceries on the shelves. That is all I want to do and go really fast. However, this dude's talking about the biddy that he had over his crib last night. Dude, that is fan-fucking-tastic, but I am not interested. And I'm sure all of you have somebody like that in your work environment. The smart thing to do is to keep them at bay so that you can remain focused on your task. Maybe put in headphones or something to let them know you're not trying to listen to them. Not disrespectfully, but look out for number 1 first. Number 1 being yourself. Cool. Another way to get rid of distractions is make time to actually be distracted. Now that sounds weird. It sounds counterproductive. But if you make time for yourself to be distracted, then all those times when you're tempted with distraction, then you can just brush those off to the time when you actually made time for yourself to be distracted. And I actually learned this from a show that I like to watch called Dragon Ball Super and Goku, because he's taught me a lot in life. And I don't know if you guys watch that show, but it's an anime, it's a fighting show, and dude is he's the main character. But either way, While he's supposed to be training at one point in time, everybody's training, trying to get stronger, trying to beat somebody. He's just chilling. And the reason why he's chilling is because he's relaxing his mind. And from that, I have learned that it is very, very, very important, even at times when you're at high stress, to just relax. And by giving yourself time to be distracted, I believe I would term that as relaxation time and not distraction time. Honestly, it's just a time for your brain to just relax. So make sure you make time, 30 minutes to an hour. Or maybe you got a favorite show or something, make that be the time. But make some time throughout your day that you can actually be distracted and you can let go of a little bit of time. Another thing that's helped me is keeping the word focus in my mind. Anything that you keep in your mind for 90 seconds is inscribed in your mind. It's like etched in stone at that point. So I just have held the word focus. I even have it on my little whiteboard in my room. Focus, because that's what I want, and that's it's the desired outcome. So I just want to keep it in my mind and inscribe that on my brain, so that all times of day I'm thinking focus. Another thing, obviously, is eating right and meditation. Now, if you're not into meditation, you probably haven't learned what it is. Meditation is literally, like I was saying, taking some time to yourself and relaxing, quietness, quiet out the world around you. Let it be you and your thoughts. Like, you remember those times when you were young, you know what I'm saying? That's just, try to get back to those special moments of life in your brain. Eating right will also help you to be in a really good mind state where your body will be functioning properly, which means your mind will be functioning properly, which means you'll have a little bit better control over your thoughts. The last two are, first, clean up. This is important because a lot of us are too busy to even clean up, and our schedules are asking of us to be here and there and all over the place all the time, where we don't take the simple time to just clean up. If you clean up every single day, it's like alright, if your room is dirty and then you get all the mess off your floor, you can walk in the room, it's so clear, and you're like, oh man, I can just walk anywhere I want to. That's the same thing that it does for your brain. When your brain is in a clean environment, your thoughts become clean. You know what I'm saying? And it is real. This is real science. I'm not even bullshitting. It's goes down to, it's part of feng shui. If you know anything about feng shui, that's a Chinese tradition or Chinese belief. But yes, if you're in a properly placed space, meaning clean, then your thoughts can also be organized and less cluttered, and that's a fact. Lastly, provide rewards for yourself. I don't know what you guys enjoy doing. Maybe you like to eat ice cream. It's not the healthiest thing, but it is freaking good. I like butter pecan. But if you like ice cream, maybe after you complete your checklist, make a bowl of ice cream or something like that. That is a reward that your brain, it will pick up on. It will remember that. And if you can remember your rewards, you're going to want to duplicate that. Unconsciously want to or subconsciously want to duplicate that. And if you duplicate it, you'll have more and more success and less distractions. Now there's a last ditch effort for distraction, and I do not necessarily recommend this, but if you really need the focus and distraction, it totally works. And I've confirmed this. Again, it's not healthy for you, but it does work. Caffeine, and for me specifically, Red Bull. Like, that'll give me that burst of focus that I'll need sometimes, and I'll actually play off of it. But it also does come with some cons, which are crash. And if you've ever had energy or caffeine, you know about the crash. But if you can take advantage of that focus while you have it, it is amazing. So that's like the kind of one that I want to add up there, just in case somebody is like me, and you know what I'm saying, you're not like going to get addicted to caffeine or anything, but you can use it for what it's actually meant for. Those are all the ways that I've come up with to get rid of distractions and get them out your life. Hopefully y'all learned something, and hopefully you like my new style of videos, and you continue to share my videos and press the like button and leave comments below. But other than that, thank you for rocking out with me today, and thank you for learning about distraction same time I'm learning about it. Other than that, I want y'all to have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed day, and remember that you got that God power.
Loving the God power. I got the God power.
Tapping the source, caught in the vibes. I just thank God I'm alive. I just thank God that I'm fly. I just thank God for my rhymes. Every night, these lyrics that's up in my spirit. I know that you fear it, cause you can't get near it.